Hello everybody, welcome to another quick video. Now, just a very quick one today, more of a quick ramble to you. It's been just over 3 months now that I've been using the OM-1, so I thought it'd be an ideal time, give you a bit of an update, let you know what I think of the camera, what I like, dislike, and if there's anything that I found that sort of really stands out for me. So as far as things that I found really brilliant with the camera, one of the first things is the speed of it. Anything that you're doing doesn't really struggle with buffering, doesn't really struggle with processing power. So if you're doing one of the computational things like a live ND, it's quick, it's straightforward, and you get your results fairly sort of straight away. There's one little quirk that I'm hoping they will fix in one of the firmware updates. Sometimes it will have to drop focus on your subject and sort of disappear behind or something like that. So you have to be a little bit careful sometimes if you're sort of tracking something out, it drops onto something else, you need to sort of refocus. I've not found it too much of a problem with the 300 Pro lens because it's that fast to actually sort of re-lock in, but certainly on some of the sort of non-pro lenses, yeah, that's been not a problem, but it's just been there, so it's well worth sort of knowing about. There's a very big part of it that has blown me away though, and that is the AI tracking. If, for example, you put your tracking onto a bird, it'll lock on and it'll keep that track, even find the eye if it's got it big enough in frame, and it'll keep that locked in. As long as you've actually got your focus area big enough to sort of surround where you're actually sort of aiming for the bird, it'll keep that focus and it'll be absolutely bang on. Now I know Mike Hall, he's literally done so many different tests, and he found that when he was running in Pro Capture mode, he was getting around about 85% of all the shots in focus. That doesn't sound a lot, but when you consider in Pro Capture sort of with full AF tracking, you're pushing 50 frames per second plus, you're still going to get a lot of frames that are in focus. So it's not going to be an issue when you're actually out in the field and you're taking shots using the Pro Capture system, which is another feature which is absolutely amazing. So what is Pro Capture? Essentially, it's a bit like sort of a preemptive shot. You can sort of alter the settings as to how you get it from sort of to your needs essentially. But the general gist is, when you half press the shutter, it'll start taking shots. And you have like a pre-buffer and post-buffer. So say you set your pre-buffer to 15 shots. While you keep that down, it'll keep on taking shots. And when you use it at 15, it'll then sort of drop the newer ones, but it'll still keep the 15 shots in memory for you. Then when you fully press the button, it'll actually give you your sort of shot, and then if you release again, it'll take more shots after. You can configure the range of it. But essentially it means that if you're sort of doing, say, birds in flight or sort of something that's fairly fast moving, you're almost guaranteed that you're going to get the exact shot that you want. While you've got that shutter pressed down, you'll get that shot. Yes, it burns through your memory card like you wouldn't believe, but if you want that shot, it's the mode to use. It's absolutely astounding. And why more camera manufacturers don't use it, I don't know, because it's such a great system, especially for fast moving stuff. Did an air show recently, and it was absolutely perfect for getting the fast moving jets, and so even though the light conditions weren't fantastic, never missed a beat. It's absolutely brilliant. So are there any other quirks that I found with it? Essentially no, it's been absolutely brilliant. Obviously I've moved from Canon gear, which has been really heavy but technically superb, and it's been an absolute revelation for me. The weight difference has been amazing, the performance has been amazing as well. Obviously I've gone from 5D Mark IV with the Canon, which was sort of a 2016 camera, to basically a 2022 camera, so yeah, technology has moved on. But the shift from being a DSLR to mirrorless, I've coped with really well. I think a lot of that has been down to the OM-1's quality of build, of usability, and the way that it actually delivers the shots for you. And I've always been sort of blown away with the Canon colour science. The quality from the images that you tend to get, they've always been fantastic. But the Olympus is right there. It's maybe a little richer on the colour, but it's easy to work with, and I have to admit the out of camera JPEGs are very, very clean. It's surprised me exactly how good they are. So do I have any regrets in shifting systems? No, not at all. The cost of actually changing was fairly well offset by selling the full frame gear. Like I say, I have still kept my 5D Classic and the 24-105L lens for if I want to do any sort of full frame work or anything like that. I may even do a mad comparison video soon of the 5D compared to the OM-1. Might do that. If it's something interesting, let me know in the comments. I'll set something up. But I've got, like I said, a good comparison now. Like I said, I've been using it for 3 months, just over, and from having the EM1 Mark III, sorry, EM1 Mark II, and the EM1 Mark I, the difference in specifications is mind-blowing. It really is a quantum leap as far as sort of image quality and usability go. Tracy was that impressed with using the EM1 Mark II that I'm filming on at the moment, that she's actually gone out, traded in her Canon gear and bought an EM1 Mark III. So yeah, I mean, the quality's there, and for the people who have been saying, yes, Mark IV Thirds is dead, it's not a usable system, no, completely not. It's been enough for me to drop Canon Pro gear at full frame to switch over to Mark IV Thirds. That's the level of quality you're getting from it. Yes, some people would say, yeah, so you're not going to get the noise control or depth of field, but for the photography I do, that's not a problem. And it's given me a complete new lease of life. I can now take 2 Mark IV Thirds cameras with me and not worry about weight, not worry about, you know, so by the end of the day I'm completely worn out and sort of I've not really enjoyed the trip because of the pain that it causes, because you're lumping massive pieces of glass around, and let's say the quality wise I've not lost anything at all. If anything, I've gained quality because of the AR tracking in the OM-1. I have recently purchased a new lens, which is the 12-100. The reason being, it's a perfect range for me for going out hiking or stuff like that. So you've got a nice wide angle to a medium telephoto, and that lens being the Pro one, it's crystal clear. So I'll probably do a review on that soon as well. And I've also got the 1.4 teleconverter for use on the 300 now as well. That is brilliant. You drop a stop of light, so it drops down to an f5.6, I think it is. Yeah, 5.6, and the image essentially becomes a 420mm. So full frame equivalent to an 840mm at f5.6, which is a fast, you know, sort of 840mm, which works so well. The depth of field is still really, really clear, crisp on it as well, and absolutely astounding. If there's something you want to sort of see, sort of maybe sort of a review video on that for comparison with or without the 1.4, drop us a comment below. I'll see what I can do on it. But yeah, generally I have no regrets at all moving to Mark IV Thirds, and as yet I've not found a downside to me doing that at all. So, very quick video, just give you a bit of an insight what my thoughts are after a few months of using the OM-1 and my switch from sort of full frame into Mark IV Thirds. Yeah, it's something I wish I'd done years ago, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, the technology wasn't there at the time, but yeah, I'm blown away with the systems. The support from my own system is fantastic as well. They give real priority to the customers, and although yes, there are still some supply issues with the OM-1, it's kind of out of OM Systems' hands. It's to do with supply chain and getting the components and stuff to actually get stuff built, and then getting the shipping across. It's something that's affecting all the industry, sort of all around you. It's not just the camera supply side of things. All parts of the sort of manufacturing industry are suffering at the moment, but hopefully, like I say, in time that'll actually be sorted out. But yeah, I'm going to keep on going. Like I said, if there's any sort of videos that you want me to cover with the kit that I'm getting, because I'm sort of moving more now towards the sort of buying the different lenses and bits and bobs for the Mark IV third. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, you might say. But yeah, drop us a comment below. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. But like I say, as always, if you like the video, please do hit the thumbs up. It really helps me out no end. And if you're not subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. You'll see more of what we're doing and about with the Mark IV third setups, and sort of probably doing a few challenges as well while we're at it. So got a few things in mind. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you again on the next one.